Mitch coming back is going to provide an insane value boost to our defense. Let's break down why. The first thing I want to touch on is if Mitch is on the court and you're attacking him in the pick and roll, he's an all defensive type level player, and that's going to be a mistake to attack him. I'm more curious about what happens when KAT and Mitch are on the court together and teams match up on KAT. So let's dive into it. Here I'm going to show a play against the Nuggets, and KAT's going to be in drop coverage here. Murray's going to drop off this pocket pass to Jokic, and look at what Jokic is seeing. He sees KAT, who's not quick enough to recover. Look at his hips. His hips are turned. He sees Brunson and then Hart on the weak side. This is just an easy layup for Jokic, and he already knows that's going to happen right now. Right? So watch this play develop. There's just a wide open layup. Now, let's look at KAT from last year when he had Gobert behind him. It's going to be the same play against Jokic. KCP's going to drop off this pocket pass. But Jokic is just going to slow down for a second because he knows Gobert's here. So he has another decision to make. And what he does here is goes in a one-on-one situation against KAT. As we've discussed previously, KAT's a pretty good one-on-one post defender. It's really only in pick and roll coverage. So here, watch a current day example as well. There's a pocket pass to Miles Turner. Turner sees the same thing, right? He knows KAT's hips are turned. He sees Brunson as a help, and then OG is the weak side help. And OG's a great defender, but he's just not big enough or covering enough ground to defend this. So watch this next play develop. You're going to see the same thing. I want to talk about responsibility here. Right now, the responsibility of the paint is Gobert. Really, KAT's responsibility is stopping this little elbow area. So once he stops it, he can recover faster and then close out on Jokic a little bit better. He's not responsible for the paint here anymore. Now watch a current day example against the Pacers again. When Jackson goes to set the screen, KAT's in drop. KAT's responsible for the whole paint behind him because there's no rim protector, right? So watch them abuse this with just a pick and roll. Right now, Mikal, if this was Mitch, could recover and help here. But Mikal's not a rim protector, so he can't do anything. This is an easy dunk. Now, let's imagine what would happen if this was Mitch, right? So Mitch is in the same exact position as where Mikal was. Bucks are in advantage basketball right now. And Mitch is going to have to rotate from that exact position. So watch this. Advantage basketball, wide open layup. Just great recovery by Mitch from that exact position that Mikal was. Watch another current day example. It's going to be Hart in that help position. So Cam Thomas rejects this pick, drops off this pocket pass. Hart's in this help position, and then KAT's not quick enough to recover, so there's going to be a wide open layup. But it's the same thing, right? Imagine that was Mitch. You just saw in the last play, he can recover and help on that play. You're going to see it again here. Mitch is going to be in help in that same position Hart was in. Here's advantage basketball, and then just recover. So now you might be asking, I know he can help from that position, but can he recover out to the three when they're going to space the court? So look at this play. He's going to use his length and athleticism and motor to recover out to the three when this pass is made to stop this advantage as well. So he can help from that position, and he can also recover from that position if he's not in the pick and roll and if he's just a help defender. Like this. This is what happens when you have a good backline stopper. You make teams reconsider for a second. Again, talking about responsibilities one more time. Right now in this pick and roll coverage, KAT's no longer responsible for the paint. So he can just stunt here lazily. This is not ideal, but it's just not his responsibility. And when that happens, when it's not his responsibility, what that also means is that he can close out a little stronger. Watch this closeout. KAT's just going to close out very aggressively and fly by his defender. And you're going to see the same exact thing on the next play where he's going to contest a stored three and just fly by again. And you're not going to really see these currently because he's responsible for the paint. So watch this. The first thing I want you to notice is he's deeper than he wants to be because he knows he has no rim protector behind him. And then when he closes out, you're going to see him stop short because he also knows if he gets beat here, there's an automatic two. So then he tries to contest, which honestly is a pretty solid contest, but he's just not closing out as hard because he knows he can't. So watch this one. He's willing to get beat. He does get beat, but he knows he has an elite rim protector behind him. You're going to see the same thing on the next play, except this time currently he's too deep and drop again. And when he closes out, he has to close out a little short. So you're not going to see him fly by there. He's not going to jump at the contest because if he gets pump faked, it's over. Same thing here, except he jumps. Right? It's a bad closeout, but he's willing to have bad closeouts because he's just forcing you to drive at Gobert. Same thing here. You're going to see him have a short closeout, drop coverage. When he closes out, he's not going to close out all the way. So just having an elite rim protector also allows you to close out a little harder for KAT and run teams off the three-point line. Now, what could that mean for Mitch, if Mitch is on the court too, well, it's a little different because KAT's not on the court. But look at McBride here. McBride's going to close out hard. And he's going to get beat, which is fine because he knows you're funneling the offensive player into Mitch. And then once again, you saw this play. There's just great recovery by Mitch. The next thing I want to talk about is trap because that's the current defensive scheme we run. And then look at the Timberwolves run this trap defense. So Dort's going to be wide open. When Dort gets the swing pass, he's just going to reconsider driving for a second because of Gobert. That second allows KAT to recover and stop this drive. Compare that to current day. Current day, when we trap Booker here, O'Neal gets this ball and there's no hesitation to drive because it's Kolek and campaign. When he makes his drive, KAT has to remember to cover the paint because this is his responsibility as a rim protector, and then it leaves Nurkic wide open on the perimeter. He's a little slow in his rotation because his instinct is to cover his defender, but then he also has to help protect the paint. Now watch if we play this trap perfectly. So we trap here, and then Mikal rotates right, but it's just Mikal is not a rim protector, so there's still an easy layup even though the rotations were right. You're gonna watch the same thing here. Trap Murray. So trap, Hart rotates, Brunson rotates, everyone rotates correctly, but it's just Jokic against Hart, which is too easy and he draws a foul. So it would be a lot better if that was Mitch. You're gonna see here against the Timberwolves from last year, here's a trap, here's Murray cutting off this trap, and then you just have an elite rim protector protecting the paint. So it's just a different decision matrix for the offense when there's a rim protector sitting there. So the next question to ask is, if the big is in help, can they recover fast enough to rotate? And here you can see Gobert recover fast enough outside to the shooter, and then KAT rotate as well. If it's Mitch, you're gonna see the same thing. Look at how far deep Mitch is when he helps on this Giannis drive. And then he has the motor and the length and the athleticism to recover to contest this three. You're gonna see the same thing on the next play. He's gonna be in help position to help off this drive by Maxey, and then recover out to block the shot by Paul Reed. So if we're trapping and Mitch is in the back line ready to help, am I confident that he can rotate to help out? Yes, I think he can. And then I also want to touch on switchability, which is something we don't do currently, but the Timberwolves did do a little bit. And that's because they can rely on Gobert to protect the paint, right? So here you can see KAT switched onto Murray, and it's not like KAT's a lockdown defender, but if it's okay with him getting beat, then he can actually pursue the guard a little stronger. Here against the Pacers, we switched. This is actually the only game we really implemented switching. And watch as Halliburton makes his move, KAT's gonna overreact because he's worried about the drive. So overreact there and just basically get lost on this step back. So it's just harder for KAT to keep up with guards when he's always worried that they can't blow by him. Instead, if you just focus specifically on perimeter defense when he was with the Timberwolves, he actually wasn't that bad. Here's him funneling Jalen Williams into Gobert. So even there, when he gets beat, it's fine. But here are some clips against elite offensive players. Here's KAT against Kawhi. He contests well. He has no fear of getting beat here. You're gonna see the same thing against Paul George. So when he's worried free, when he knows that he has help behind him, he's okay as a perimeter defender. And that doesn't mean our entire defensive scheme should be switching, but that means if we switch, we should feel a lot more comfortable. Look at him having great stop here on Kevin Durant. And you're gonna see the same thing on the next play as well. It just gives us more variability in what we can run with our defense. If it's a late clock, how comfortable do you feel switching? Whatever it may be, they're just different schemes we can run and different looks we can throw to a defense once we know we're comfortable with KAT getting beat. And this is what I mean. This is just KAT getting beat bad on a backdoor, but it's still okay. Here's KAT being lazy and getting beat again. And again, it's fine. It's not like a great defensive play, right? But you can make up for mistakes when you have good help behind you. And that's why I'm really excited to get Mitch back. When he does come back, not every team's going to match up on KAT. So I'll probably do another film analysis on Mitch just being an elite defender. So stay tuned for that as well. As always, if you enjoy the content, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. See ya.